Alright guys, I've been doing a little bit of work off camera getting this fuse block and voltage reducer wired up. So I'm going to bring you in here and kind of explain what I done and why I done it the way I done it. Alright, so this is the orientation I decided to go with. I put the voltage reducer on this bar running across here, and then put the fuse block back here on this plastic inner fender here. I just chose those locations. You can mount them wherever you want to. They just seem to be where I liked them at. I got this little light set up right here. I was going to show you what I run into and what I done to fix it. When I turn the battery on, turn the key switch on, the light works. But I got to noticing when I swap this from forward into neutral, the light goes off. Put it back in reverse, the light comes back on. So that told me the key switch up here was receiving signal from this forward and reverse switch here. So I traced the wire, or looked at some wiring diagrams, and sure enough, this yellow wire right here, it feeds the key switch. So the only time it gets powers when you're in forward or reverse. Neutral, no power. So I'm gonna take you over there and show you what I did to fix that. So to fix the issue I was seeing, this yellow wire I knew went to the switch. So I followed it around, took the cover off the control. You take a 10mm socket, it's got 2 bolts on top, 2 bolts on bottom, just pull it out. Just kind of watch your wire here for your maintenance and toe switch here, your run toe switch. So I took the cover off and I found where that wire was coming into it. So it was run here coming out of the harness, and then this yellow wire here was plugged into it. So I cut it, come over here, and tied it straight to the battery. So I disconnected it from this is your forward reverse switch here. It was run over. This yellow wire was plugged into it, which goes up to the switch and comes back on this white wire with a yellow stripe, which is plugged into your solenoid. So I unplugged it there, run it straight into the battery. I took a wire run from the battery down. I put a breaker in here. This is just a 10 amp breaker I had laying around. Don't know if you need it or not. I just put it in here just because. So I run one side from the battery to the breaker, and then the output of the breaker into the switch, the wire running to the switch. So this is the wire coming back from the switch, goes to the solenoid. I just unplugged it. And I take this red wire here, which is this red wire right here is a trigger wire that runs over to the converter. I run the wires up and along here and down. So I got this red wire is the trigger wire. The bigger red wire runs up straight to the battery. Black wire runs up, ties into the negative side of the battery. So I took my trigger wire and plug it into that key switch. So now my converter's coming on and off with the key switch. But that presented another problem. Now I don't have forward or reverse. I can put it in forward nothing happens. Put it in reverse, nothing happens. But my light stays on. So to fix my forward and reverse, I got a relay. This is a 12 volt 40 amp relay. I tried a 36 volt relay, but either the relays I got were bad or this battery puts out too much power. I couldn't get them to work. So I had this 12 volt one laying around. I already have a voltage reducer that's coming on and off with a key. So I tied in to my fuse panel up here on the 12 volt side and run it over here to turn this relay off and on with the key. So I got this trigger wire of the relay coming in, and then the ground side I just run up here and tie it into the ground. So take one side of your relay, your circuit side of your relay, and tie one side back to your forward and reverse switch. Okay, so I took one side of my relay to the forward reverse switch, and you take the other side of your relay and plug back into your solenoid where this key switch originally ran. So now that I've got that relay plugged in, now I'll put it in forward. I should have forward, and put it in reverse. I should have reverse, and the light my converter stays on no matter where the forward reverse switch is at. The light stays on, or the converter stays on. So I don't know if you can hear it. So when I turn the key on, it turns the converter on. The converter triggers the relay off and on. So when the key's on, it connects these two wires here back together and everything works. So that's what I've done to fix that. Whether that was actually going to be an issue or not, I don't know. I just wanted to find a way where it didn't happen. I didn't want the stereo. If I had a stereo, I plan on putting a stereo in here, so I didn't know if I switched forward and reverse, if you didn't switch it fast enough, your stereo will probably shut off and have to reconnect to your phone or whatever. So, and your lights would flicker on and off. So I come up with that to fix the issue with that. So now, no matter where it's at, no matter where, if it's in full or if it's in even in neutral, I still have my accessories off and on with the key. So maybe explain that good enough. If not, I can try to do a better job on it in another video.